everyone. I'm Hannah, and this is my amazing mentee, Kenia Torres. This is our second year together, and Kenia and I have spent especially a lot of time this year mulling over what the word identity really means, especially when it comes to how identity does or especially does not shape our writing. I'm proud to say that Kenia is taking her place in history by pushing back against anything and anyone that tries to answer these big questions for her.
Thank you, Hannah. Hi, my name is Kenia, and my piece is called "And One by One She Let Them Die." These are the first and last sections of a short story I wrote. Part 1. Mother liked growing roses in a small corner of our backyard. Father got mad when he first found out because gardening makes her hands rough and callous, which is unladylike, and not to mention the dirt under her nails. She wouldn't have to grow her own roses, she argued, if he bought her a dozen, or even a single one, on her birthday or on a holiday. He struck her cheek with a firm hand after she said that, but the following day he returned from work with a pair of oversized gardening gloves. "For your stupid roses," he told her, throwing them at her. Mother worked on her roses every day, always with the gloves, and even when there was nothing to work on. The first bunch came into full bloom one day, bringing with them my mother's smiles. For days she had watched the buds, attentive to their every bit of progress, and always praying for their opening to come soon, so that she could set them in a nice vase at the dinner table. Father didn't like the roses. In fact, within seconds of being in the house, he had broken the vase, thrown out the roses, and hit Mother for accepting roses from men that were not her husband. When she argued that she had grown them herself, he laughed and said that she would never be capable of achieving such perfection. And that was how the roses died. Part 5. Mother loved her roses and her lipstick and talking about politics, religion, and books. She loved her friends, even Andrea, and she loved me the most. Father never gave Mother a rose because he only had a dozen, and Mother was number 13. And red lipstick was dangerous on married women because it attracted the attention of men on the streets, men like him, who would ignore their wives when they talked about politics and hated on religion for providing hope that they wanted so badly to take away. And books were dumb because they talked about women succeeding in a world that was clearly made for men. And friends were only good for causing trouble. Once upon a time, my mother met a prince who was actually a man, but only by name, who told her she could be his princess, but turned her into his wife, but only by name, because wives receive roses and wear lipstick and talk about politics, religion, and books without being judged, threatened, and beaten. Once upon a time, Mother lived happily ever after in a house with a man who loved her, and that's how my mother died. Thank you.